social butterflies? Welcome to episode 53 of the Antisocial Socialite. So right now we're going to talk about some first world problems that are like shattering the internet right now. So Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, or his actual real name Travis Kelce, has the internet buzzing because he just trimmed his beard. Like, not even just trim, he shaved that whole shit off. And he just went from bae to bye. Like, he looks like a whole different, he looks like a basic white man who would post him holding on to a fish as his like dating profile picture. So I need to know, like, do you think that people need, I mean, everybody has autonomy over their own body, but like, do you think that people should alter like their best feature? Like, I have long hair, and I feel like if I had a pixie cut, not even my cute face right here could save it. You guys would be like, you are so ugly right now. So it's like, also like, do what you want with your body. Like, I'm not even trying to be like, but would you also have to talk to your significant other about changing things? Because if you guys watch Schitt's Creek at all, and when Alexis was dating Mutt and he like crawled back into bed and he had completely shaved his beard off, and Alexis was like, oh my god, who is this stranger, don't try to rob me, and so she got actually pissed at him for not communicating to her that he was going to do that. You know, like, how would my boyfriend feel if I chopped my hair off and was like, bye, like, I'm gonna be a totally different person? Like, would you be attracted to me at that point? Like, inquiring minds must know. So I need you guys to drop in the comments like what you actually think. If people should, like, you know, they know it's their best quality, like, should they keep it, or it's okay to like switch it up? This sounds so vain, and I really don't care what Travis Kelce does with his body. You know, because like James Harden, like, we know he's not cute under that beard. So like, we wouldn't really be surprised if he shaved it and then we're like, ugh. But like, Travis's face really changed. And I actually just watched a video on Instagram last night of this, like, it was like he went from high school principal to high school quarterback, like whatever. And it was this guy that basically had a toupee like glued onto his head, and he was like your everyday like average like school teacher look to like, damn homie, you looking good. Okay. So I don't know, I'm very curious to see what you guys have to think. Let me show you a picture actually of what Travis Kelce looks like. See what I'm talking about? Like, you gotta let me know what you think. Ooh. But anyway, we're not going to talk about dumb shit like that anymore. We actually need to talk about some serious news that's happening in the world right now, because Afghanistan is in complete turmoil right now. The Taliban has re-emerged in Afghanistan and like absolutely taken over the government. There's government officials that have fled the country. Joe Biden has decided to withdraw troops, evacuate citizens. There's a bunch of countries that are actually temporarily closing their embassies right now in fear of any kind of violence that's going to be taking place. The war in Afghanistan with the Taliban has been going on for 20 years now with the US involvement. And it's just extremely heartbreaking to see these innocent people's lives at stake because of a militant group deciding to overthrow the government and take over. And I've read, you know, I mean, and it's almost like we become desensitized to it because it's been happening for so long that we forget some of the news stories. So I've been reading up about this, but it's like women can't go to school, they can't watch TV, listen to music, like they are super restricted to life at home, and it's really oppressive for women in the country. But everybody, like the entire country, is oppressed if the Taliban is actually, you know, at the helm of any decisions, you know, made for the country, and government officials have totally fled. So there's an argument going on that we should be keeping troops there, we should not be keeping troops there. We've given them 20 years and over $1 trillion to reform their army and like make them stronger, and there's what, 3,000 troops, I want to say, for the Afghani military, and there's 90,000 Taliban troops, right? So clearly, in numbers, they are outnumbered, but the Taliban is like super ruthless and disgusting. And it is like not even like this is apples and oranges right now, but I've been binge watching Narcos, right? I just finished season 2 last night, and I'm on season 3, and just watching the complete control that Pablo Escobar had over the people in like Medellin. Like, they were so loyal to him, and even throughout their loyalty and what they thought would be protection of this guy that's like larger than life, there's thousands of people getting killed. Thousands. Like over 1,000 police officers. I think it was mentioned there's like certain numbers, but like Escobar had killed over 3,000, maybe close to 4,000 people in his reign of terror for like control. Like at the end of his life, he literally got shot on a roof, you know, with his like big belly hanging out. And like, I got a big belly too, so it's like whatever. But like, how embarrassing that he went from one of the world's most powerful and richest men to being just a man, you know. Like, I don't know, it's just so crazy that like people get it in their head that like their power is so much more important and their money is so much more important than poor citizens out there. Like, fuck everyone. I also need to stop watching like narco shows because I just binge watched Drug Lords. There was World's Most Wanted. Like, that's how I'm spending my antisocial summer, because I'm not trying to catch COVID right now, and I enjoy my own company, but I also have been watching way too much Netflix, so it's kind of disgusting right now. But what is really disgusting and heartbreaking is watching these poor innocent citizens literally at the airport trying to attach themselves and crawl onto the ladder to get into the plane, or attaching themselves to the plane as it's getting ready for takeoff because they are so scared for their lives. They would actually probably rather die stuck onto an airplane than they would actually living in home in fear of coming across the Taliban. I just read an article this morning that a mother, you know, like the Taliban had kept knocking on her door and they wanted her to like feed 15 soldiers, and she's like, I'm so poor, I don't even have food to feed you guys, and they shot and killed her. This is what this country is up against. None of us have like any idea, unless you are watching this show and you have come from another country and you have witnessed sheer terror in your life. None of us have ever been exposed to that except for on TV or from stories that we hear from other people. We don't know how fucking lucky we are here in the US and how goddamn spoiled we are. Also, to kind of twist on that, other world news, natural disasters. Haiti just experienced a 7.2 magnitude earthquake that has literally killed over 1,400 people and injured 6,000. There's literally over 37,000 homes that have been destroyed in this earthquake that just happened on Saturday. It's coming 6 weeks off of like the president's assassination. They're also about to experience a tropical depression, getting up to 10 inches of rain. And with Haiti being, you know, a poorer country, you know, where do we help them out? And it's so tough because where do we, the US being one of the world's wealthiest countries, go to help everyone else out? And it's always America first, and we got to do this and we got to do that, or we are spending too much money overseas. But like, how can we use the resources that we have to strengthen these countries to have the best quality of life for all of their citizens, whether it's infrastructure, education, you know, making sure that people are fed? Just like, I hate America. I hate the world. No, I don't really hate the world. I love the world. I hate what America does, and I hate what the government does for a lot of these countries, because they're screwing their own people over so they can rake in money and not give a shit about anybody else. And this is why we always say to tax the motherfucking rich. Like, I am a Democrat through and through, but as I continue to reach different tax thresholds, I am holding up my end of the bargain by paying my taxes. I don't have kids, right? I want them, all these children that are in my district or, you know, wherever I'm paying tax, to actually have a great education. The roads that I drive on, you know, all of this shit that people are like, oh, that doesn't benefit me because I don't do this. I don't care if you fucking have a license or not. I don't care if you have a child or not, right? Do your part to make your society better. So, Jeff Bezos, if you're ever watching this, or Elon Musk, you motherfucking weirdo, or Richard Branson, don't get me started on him. Pay your fucking taxes. Do right by the citizens of the world and do your part by paying your employees and paying your fair share of taxes. And here we are right now, still continuously in this debate right now in fucking spoiled America of whether or not we need to wear masks or if we need to be vaccinated. These are the arguments that we're pitting people against each other and like deleting each other off social media. For what? You didn't experience like losing your home and having family members die in earthquake after earthquake. You didn't have a gun put to your head and probably shot and murdered by the Taliban. And here we are sitting talking about dumb shit like who's shaving a beard off and who's gonna wear a mask. Get your shit together, America. This whole Antisocialite episode just took a motherfucking serious turn, but I am not playing around anymore. All right, well, with that being said, I do love you guys, and I need to go enjoy my day off because it has been crazy at work. Just pay your taxes and don't have your children be spoiled little shits because that's what I've been dealing with all summer, okay? Teach your children good work ethic and stop making fake text message threads to call out of work and lie about dumb shit because I ain't having it, all right? Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Antisocialite out.